I'm making this video for two major reasons, both to do with AI. First one is to show how you can use AI to manipulate any text any way you want. You don't just use AI to ask questions, you can use it to manipulate text in particular. Secondly is to show how the AI was used to help produce this video. All right, so anyway, let's go into it. This is what I have. I have a wiki page, which is basically my web page. And on that web page is something I use internally myself. I don't allow other people to have access to it, right? So it's to show you what that page is. It's just an index page to other pages. And you'll notice it's in 0 to 9, A, B, C, D, alphabetical order. There's lots and lots of text there, and there's every single one of them is a page. Now, over the years, I've used it quite extensively, and over the years, I try and keep an alphabetical order, but I'm not very good at keeping alphabetical order, not very good at doing that, and it looks quite messy and hard to use. So, rather than getting it to reformatting it all myself, which means I'd have to cut and paste part of it out and put it in somewhere, I actually got the Google AI to do it for me. The result looks like this. I'll just go to the top and I can go to the result one, and there we are. Much neater. Everything's in perfect alphabetical numerical order, and that's the result of it. So, how did I do all this? All right. I basically just said to AI to do it for me. All right. But anyway, rather than telling you how to do that, I'll actually go to the AI, and that's not actually it. All right. That's when I actually asked the AI. I said, create a script for a video that explains how I converted a DocuWiki page into the correct alphabetical order for my use and my use of code tables and the use of the shortcut TDW. And I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. So it produced all this for me, which I put onto my web page. Right, that's not it. Okay, we'll just go to another one. Okay, that's it there. All right, so it's actually produced a script for me. So I'll read part of the script. It says, first of all, show a screen recording of a messy, unorganized DocuWiki page, which I've already showed you. And as it says, we have all been there. Look, you look at your documentation and it's a mess. It's disorganized, hard to read, and frankly, it takes too long to find what you need, right? So I could zoom in on the text and show you. It says zoom in on the text and say correcting it. So I could correct it, copy and paste, do stuff like that. All right, I'm not going to do that. I do not do it manually anymore. I use a specific workflow. I take my raw data and give it to my AI with a custom trigger called TDW. I'll just explain that. TDW. That stands for To DocuWiki. Now, what I was originally doing is every time I would use this, first of all, I need to explain something else. What it actually does is the TTW is I'll read this, is my shorthand to tell the system to do three things. Alphabetize the list for me, format into a valid DocuWiki 6 table using pipes and carrots, don't worry about that, and present it in a code box. Now, I need to explain what this code box thing is, all right? So I actually will show you a code box. I actually quickly went past one before. So I'll show you what this code box is. All right, so there we are there. All right, I can see that actually is the code box. All this bit here is a code box. If you just tell DocuWiki to reformat your text and stuff like that, and don't tell it to put it in a code box, it'll just be the text. If you copy it into some things, it may work, it may not work. However, if you tell it to put it in a code box and have the code for word processing or a spreadsheet or in this particular case, DocuWiki, which happens to be my wiki format, it'll do it for you all automatically. So that's all I had to do. All I did was actually give it the instruction, right, which is rather than saying do this step, then this step, then this step, then this step, I just said all those steps are now going to be called the digit 2 DW. TDW. So whenever I say to DocuWiki T2, which is 2, DW, DocuWiki, it does that whole process for me. I could do it all again now. I'll just do one just to show you, see if it comes out. I'll just type T2 DW. Whoops. Right. DW. Right, that's it. Just go. Go. It says thinking. Give me a second. It's going away, doing the processing of it, righto. And in a little while, taking a while, because it's late at night, 5:30, a lot of people using it, and there we are. Examining the shortcut, assessing the ambiguity, I don't know what that means, right? Usually I'll fasten this, formatting a demonstration, right, creating the example, right, okay, presenting the demonstration, and all I did was do three characters, just doing all this, okay, there we are, righto. So it ends up as a code snippet. All right, that's it. All right, so in my particular case, as I said, it converted it to this, which is my nicely presented alphabetical order thing. And all that was required 3 characters to do it all right? And it did the whole thing for me. If you've got any questions, right, email me or put questions in the chat. But basically what I'm saying is that you can use AI to reformat a whole lot of text, put it in alphabetical order, do it, stuff like that. If I had to do this manually, I'd probably, one at a time would be really slow. I'd probably copy the whole thing to a spreadsheet, sort it into the spreadsheet. I'd have formatting problems. I'd have formatting problems when it came back. I just told DocuWiki 3 characters and it did the whole thing for me. Admittedly, I had instructed how to do it before and said those 3 characters will do this for me, and it did it all. What could be easier? All right, this is where AI is going to make things a whole lot easier for people. All right, and then you can I could have half a dozen things. I say, do step number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and it automates it all for you. Great stuff. Anyway, got any questions? Give me as I said, send me an email or put something in the comments. Other than that, goodbye.